we need to realize that it's not the energy in the ground that will dynamize our economy, but it's the energy of our people, the culture. I mean, when you go to the bars and places like Smokey and Bunty and you see the energy of our people and the way they interact with one another, I mean, you hardly find that anywhere else.
Senior analyst Kevon Wilson on this country's approach to tourism. In his words, "We think we're not involved in tourism, but we are." He said one of the main problems with tourism in this country is that no one really understands the impact it could have on the economy.
Recently I was in Jamaica and I opened the minibar and there was Caribbean in the fridge. So Caribbean is in tourism. You understand where I'm coming from? And when you look at our population, we have 1.3, 1.4 million people in Trinidad and Tobago. And let's face it, that is a very small market, right? And when you think of countries like the Bahamas or Jamaica that are receiving over 5 million visitors every year, and you see the potential in that, this is a ready export market coming to your door.
Mr. Wilson said it's a ready market, and the country needs to acknowledge the possible benefits for its agriculture sector, its manufacturing sector, and its creative industries.
I mean, think of people like Arturo Toppin, who had the opportunity to practice every single day in front of a crowd in Barbados and be paid for it. Right? Our panmen don't have that opportunity here. They get the opportunity to practice and to play around carnival time, maybe some 1 or 2 special events or so on taking place throughout the year. But we need to have a market where they could play every day, where people could go and pay to go into Desperados, the pan yard, right? And see them practice, see them play, pay money, and pay even more to learn how to play pan, to interact with it. And that's what people are looking for, that local, authentic experience.
He said it's imperative that citizens understand the broader definition of tourism, as this is the only way they can understand the full impact it could have on this country.
It's about every single thing that a visitor can do when they come here, whether it's going to the bank, whether it is taking a taxi, renting a car, getting their hair braided at the local spa, or going to buy something in the parlor. All of that is part of tourism. Right? So whether you're a fisherman, a taxi driver, whether you are a manufacturer, whatever, you are part of the tourism industry.
The senior analyst believes tourism should play an integral role in the growth of the local economy. But sadly, he said our people don't seem to know the value of what exists within these shows.
We have a marvelous ecotourism product right here in Trinidad, and we don't understand it. And I think part of the problem is that, or the challenge I should say, is that our own people don't know what they're sitting on. They don't know the gold mine that they're sitting on right in Trinidad. I mean, so we have the ecotourism. I mentioned earlier we have the culture in Trinidad.
Mr. Wilson said tourism has never been given the priority it deserves because this country has been blessed with an abundance of oil and gas.
The monies from oil and gas cannot trickle down to the lowest echelons of society like tourism can. So someone who may not have any education, maybe low skill, they could do something. They might be able to braid hair, paint nails. They might be able to drive a taxi, and they can benefit from tourism.
Dion Batiste, TTT News.